What's up, everybody? This is Trinity Gamer 333 here to bring you the next video in the Dragon Ball Forum series, and today we're going to be going over Episode 4, Blood of the Dragon, Namekian Dragonkin. So without further ado, let's begin. So the origin and obtainment of the Namekian Dragonkin goes as follows. Legend speaks of a Namekian many millennia ago that fused with one of the great wish-granting dragons and became the first Namekian Dragonkin. His power was unrivaled amongst all the Namekians. To obtain this form, a Namekian must gather all the Dragon Balls. The wish can only be granted by the one who created that particular set of Dragon Balls. A wish must be made asking for the dragon to infuse its power within the Namekian warrior being named. This will cause the Dragon Balls and the dragon itself to enter the Namekian's body, transforming the Namekian permanently. The Namekian fused with the dragon will become the new master of the dragon, following the basis of power that the dragon is only as strong as its creator/master. The dragon's ki and essence infuses with the Namekian's own ki and essence. Now let's talk about the power of the Namekian Dragonkin. The power granted to the Namekian at first may be low, but with the Namekian's power will increase dramatically along with their appearance. As the Namekian is the new master of the dragon that lies within, the more powerful the Namekian, the more powerful the dragon becomes. Therefore, through training, a Namekian is constantly doubling his power, as when he powers up, so does the dragon. The Namekian can start out fairly weak, but with only a short time of training, they can drastically power up. There is sort of an amplifier to the Namekian's power, as it is increased by 7 times, 1 for each Dragon Ball. These Dragon Balls also act as a life essence to the Namekian. If the Namekian sustains a life-ending injury, one of the Dragon Balls will take his place. This can happen up to 7 times. The more Dragon Balls used up, however, the lower the power amplifier. However, the dragon does not weaken as the Dragon Balls are lost. Regeneration is also at an all-time high, regenerating over 10 times faster than a normal Namekian. Namekians can also enter a state in the Dragonkin form known as Ultra Divine Dragon. This maxes out the power of the dragon and the Dragon Balls to their current peak and amplifies all abilities by a significant margin. However, as good as it sounds, there are drawbacks. The Dragon Balls and Dragon's wish-granting abilities are no longer usable. The only way the dragon can separate from the Namekian's body is through another set of Dragon Balls. As each Dragon Ball is used in place of the life of the Namekian, the power increase fades. The Ultra Divine Dragon form drains the healing powers of the Namekians, as those are manifested into amplifiers to other abilities. This means any damage sustained while in this form could be permanent. Any sort of negative energy can warp the dragon and any Dragon Balls within the Namekian, potentially warping the Namekian themselves. So sort of how the negative energy in GT warped the dragons and created these evil shadow dragons, that can sort of happen as well if the Namekian is infused with any kind of negative energy themselves. Color and physical changes. At first, the changes are small. The Namekian will grow scales in place of their skin and begin to have small spikes protrude from their back and around their shoulders like a dragon. Their eyes eventually become more like dragon-like, with the slit pupils instead of round pupils. The iris of the Namekian's eyes turns a yellow/green mix, and in the cornea turns from a white to a yellow, mimicking a dragon's look. Eventually, with the increase of the dragon's power, a Namekian will begin to grow horns from its head and fangs in place of teeth. Their aura will become a yellow-green mix that surrounds their body more like a flame. Their fingers will grow like claws like a dragon. All in all, they will still look like a Namekian but resemble a dragon at the same time. When they enter Ultra Divine Dragon form, the Namekian grows spikes and their aura becomes a mix of orange, green, and yellow, and the aura itself flusters more like a raging fire around the body. They will bulk up in size as well. Now, the Namekian Dragonkin form compared to other forms. In terms of power amplifier, it is somewhat comparable to Kaioken. However, the more the Namekian increases their power, the more the dragon does. It could be somewhat comparable in that facet test, Super Saiyan God in comparison to absorbing Divine Ki. In perspective, if Piccolo had this form post-Tournament of Power, he could go toe-to-toe with Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan Blue, as you would call it, Goku and Vegeta. If he were to enter Ultra Divine Dragon, he could easily outclass Blue Goku and be somewhat more relevant to Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, even potentially slightly above that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and subscribe to me at TrinityGamer333, leave a like and a comment, and the next episode is episode 5, Chrome Strong.